slow drain. Leaking drain here. There are quite a few outlets with an open neutral, and that probably means the wiring in here needs to be addressed. No GFCIs in the bathrooms. Power absent to the outlet in the bedroom at the rear elevation. Inspection of 522 Park Lane. We're at the right hand elevation. We've got erosion at the right hand elevation. You can see whenever you see signs like this, it means the soil has eroded away, and that's not good on these foundations because the soils themselves, these expansive contractive soils, can cause problems to buildings. The brickwork itself has got a bit of spalling going on. You see the brick here, it's broken apart. It's where water has got inside it, and it then freezes and cracks. But it's not passed through the house, it's just cosmetic at the present time. The window caulking is in poor condition. We have window screens, single glazed, got cracks coming down here. And all the windows will probably need recaulking. We'll check every window. We have the drop loop above us and the meter. Caulking is very poor on the rear window at the right elevation, so that's two windows where the caulking is poor. As we're walking back here, we've got a slope away from the foundation, so the drain's going to be good. Moving to the front elevation now. Got a tree here, needs to be removed. You don't want trees that close to the foundation. It's just something that's grown up, but it will undermine the foundation. There's a crack in the brickwork here due to some amount of settlement, and here we have a brick where it's completely broken away. That's going to be replaced. That's going to allow water into the house. Caulking is in poor condition. Oh, look at that. Big hole in the caulking here. Loads of water's going to get in there, gets into the cavity wall, gets into the house itself. That causes talking to the video. Okay, I've not gone nuts.
Oh, I understand.
Because I video everything. We're at the front elevation now. Here the actual grade is too high. We have a hole up here and somebody's filled it by stuffing brown paper bag in there. That is not a fix. The windowsills, they need a little bit of repointing. You see cracks like this in them. Again, we're looking at the poor quality, poor condition of the foot caulking. Very bad. Here you can see the walls cracked here. There's been a bit of movement. Somebody's done a sort of a temporary repair. It's done a while back, I can tell you, because it's got dirt on it. So it's been like that for a long while. At the front porch, light here, should actually have caulking around it here. It's not got it. Yeah, caulking's in bad condition here. Driver's got some cracks in it. Now we have a differential settlement crack here running down the wall. More cracks in the mortar that's on the window. Yeah. We have a piece of paper here and it was jammed in that hole there. Again, that is not an another differential crack here. So we've identified a bit of movement. Look at the left elevation. This is a garage wall here. You can see there's cracks opened up. It's about 3/8 of an inch. That is quite extreme. It's running down the building to the foundation. So what that means is where we are in the building here, it appears we have a drop at the front elevation with regard to the rear elevation. The soils are too high. So that indicates some extreme. Rear of the garage wall, and we have another differential crack running down here. Okay, so this building is actually moving, and it's moving. Here you can see the window frame is coming away from the building. That means this side of the building is falling compared to this side here, and hence the crack that's running down the wall here. Now the effects of no gutters is showing up along here. You can see that we've got a lot of a line of water where it's run down. Somebody's actually put some wood down here. You're getting a termite inspection, I know, but he'll be calling this out. But I'm going to tell you this is a bad idea to have this wood here. Again, the windows are separating here, big hole in the caulking here. So we're at the front, sorry, at the rear elevation. We've got massive erosion here, a lot of erosion down the front here. This is, by appearance to be, a reinforced, but not using tendons. It's not a, it's an old type of slab on grade foundation by the appearance of it. This erosion is showing up around here. Now this slab, which is for the porch, has been laid separately after the building was built. Don't even have a cold joint here, it's just poured up against it. Now the problem with that is, over time, this whole slab here can drop, and then you're going to have an issue with the roof, because the roof's naturally attached to it and the roof will drop. In fact, as we look here, we've already got a problem. Up here, the actual trim work, which is coming down to the flashing, has been moved, and you can see it's been some caulking has been put on there. At the rear elevation here, this patio has been built over a number of years. I'm really not going to vouch for its integrity. At the front here, you can see that they have concrete bricks. These bricks are normally used in the building, part of the building, and they're filled with concrete, and they actually provide a wall. Here they've been used as part of the patio. It's not the correct way to build a patio, and you can see the whole patio area is starting to sink. Patio extension here has been added, and the roof now extends over the top of it. We'll be going up on the roof shortly, find out what's going on up there. We have a lot of rot here. In fact, we've got dry rot here, or it might even be termite damage. I'll leave that to the termite inspector to decide. And there's been some rudimentary repairs here. Really, it's not good. Along the top here, we've got rot in the decking, and along here we've got further rot in the decking. Now I don't know whether the roof has been replaced, but if it hasn't, it's probably leaking, and if it has been replaced, this should have been repaired. So it's a very poor replacement job if it's been replaced. Now you can see here, it's relatively new, so some of the decking's been replaced, but these rotten members here should have been removed. There's been a leak around here in recent times. You see it's been corked up. The wiring up here is in a dangerous condition. We'll check that to see if it's alive, but it shouldn't be open like that. Some water can get on it. Also, the wiring to this light has been run using a coax cable around the building. Here we have it connected, and we've got wire nuts, and we've got another light there. This is all very dangerous. It have to be replaced. You cannot leave it like this. This is a death trap. We're still at the rear elevation. See here, an outlet has been covered by the extension. It's a really, really bad thing to do. You can't get at that cover now. This one is not operable. We can open this one up, but I wouldn't recommend using either. This hose bib here looks like it had a cover on it. We'll be checking those later. Okay, with more differential settlement here, movement, and we've got a damaged soffit bent up here. This is a rear extension. You can see the cable's running through here. It's not being filled in. It's not to code, it's not waterproofed. Got another outlet here. That outlet appears to be getting its power from here. We have cover removed from the outlet here. Then we have the roof is already moving. You can see I said it would be, and you can see the ceiling is cracked along here, all the way along. This has been occurring for years. They've had issues. It looks like they've had to cut open here. Perhaps they had a leak, they need to get at it. The windows at the end are broken. I'm at the front elevation of the house. Now I'm at the front elevation of the property. The roof I'm at the rear elevation on the roof. You can see this here. This is flashing. It's incorrect repair. See over the edge here, we've got flashing. We've got flashing here. This is obviously leaking, and it's been leaking for a long while. And this effort here to put this in place, clearly done by a non-professional, amateur. I'm not going to go into details about what's wrong. There's so much wrong here. It's going to leak like a sieve. The overall condition of the roof I'd rate as 2. I think it needs a new roof. The flashing around the chimneys is in very poor condition and there's leaking around it. People have come up here and they've done some attempts at repairing it. The roof shingles themselves have been damaged by the trees in various places, and where they've not been damaged by the trees, the actual shingles themselves have been losing their covering. See, they come with a nice covering of chip, stone chip, and you can see it's all removed. And right down here, you can see this edge here, that is where it's delaminating now. So this roof is going to have multiple leaks all over it. We got a previous leak at this valley here. It's been repaired using roof cement. That is incorrect. That will not fix a valley. The only way to do it is to take shingles off and re-shingle. So again, I'd rate this roof at number 2 out of a score of 10. It's going to leak all over the place. You really should consider having a new roof. This is the attic. There's evidence of extensive water leaks, and also I'm not sure what that is. It looks like fungus. Yep, it's fungus. There's fungal growth in the actual attic. It's where it's been water's been leaking in. The condition of the insulation is extremely poor. There's multiple evidence of water leaks in the decking. It actually has. It's an old wood shingle roof, very traditional roof, and they've just gone over the top of it with a shingle roof. And over time, of course, the roof has deteriorated and now it's just leaking. The furnace, I can tell you it's original. It's incorrectly wired. We've got bad wiring here. Got poor condition of the ducting around it. In fact, I'd say yes, we've got spalling, and we've actually got rollout of the flame at the corner here. This whole unit's dangerous. This will definitely have to be looked at by a HVAC engineer, but my recommendation is that this unit's replaced. It's actually in very, very poor condition. I'm leaving the attic now. I can smell flue gases. I haven't tested it for carbon monoxide, but I don't need to. I found enough to tell you that the whole unit's in very dangerous condition and really shouldn't be used. It's just turned on now, so I'm going to leave the attic for my own safety.